Sometimes the only way to grow is to attempt something slightly bigger than what you are ready for today. A portfolio full of small projects is not a proof of talent, it is a proof of fragmentation. People do not follow or support low-quality finished game. When someone witnesses your progress, they believe in your future. Small games. Most people in the gaming industry insist that beginners should start by making small games. The logic seems simple. Smaller scope, fast completion, and more finished projects to show in your portfolio. But the deeper I explore this topic, the more I notice that this approach often limits people instead of elevating them. It builds experience, yes, but not the kind of experience that opens doors. It makes you productive, but not necessarily professional. It will add more links to your portfolio, but it won't result in finding jobs or building an audience for your creations. The path to becoming a real game creator might require the opposite approach. Sometimes the only way to grow is to attempt something slightly bigger than what you are ready for today. In this video, we're going to present a different approach that can help you achieve the transformation you are looking for. This is the Game Creator Accelerator and I am Tony Munoz. Like, subscribe, comment, share, and ring the bell so you don't miss new strategies to build a successful career in video games and technical tutorials in Unreal to develop your technical skills. Now, let's get started. The industry advice we always hear. We hear the same guidance in many resources. Make small projects, build a variety of prototypes, fill your portfolio with many finished ideas. On paper, it seems like a solid strategy. Completing things teaches discipline, momentum, and follow-through. But in practice, most people who follow this method end up with a collection of projects that lack a real depth or emotional impact. They rush to finish instead of refining. They polish the surface instead of understanding the core. They spread themselves across many small experiments instead of learning how to bring a meaningful vision to life. The issue is not effort, it is direction. When you build small games over and over, you rarely give yourself the time to master animations, game feel, camera control, systems thinking, or world building. You touch these areas but do not grow through them. And recruiters or studios can recognize that limitation instantly. A portfolio full of small projects is not a proof of talent. It is a proof of fragmentation. Small games help you practice, but they do not demonstrate your identity as a creator. They show that you can start things, but they do not show that you can build something worth finishing. The big difference, what real game creators do. When you look at the independent creators who truly changed the industry, you notice something extremely powerful. None of them relied on a portfolio of tiny projects. They focused on a big idea that mattered deeply to them. They understood that mastery comes from going deep into a project, not wide across many. This commitment allowed them to grow alongside what they were building. They shared everything, their early mistakes, their small wins, their breakthroughs, improvement, and even the moment when doubt tried to creep in. Sharing their evolution publicly created something far stronger than visibility. It created connection and trust with their audience. People do not follow or support low-quality finished game. They follow creators who dare to go big and share their evolution without fear. Because of this willingness to build in public, their projects grew into something much more than a game. Their progress became a story. Their updates became chapters. Their community began to feel like participants, not observers. And this is exactly what studios, players, and peers gravitate toward. Not the number of projects you have, but the visible evolution of your craft over time. When someone witnesses your progress, they believe in your future. And when someone believes in your future, opportunities naturally follow. Why starting big works better? Committing to a long-term project transforms you as a creator. It forces you to revisit your decisions, understand your systems on a deeper level, refine mechanics, and learn how to polish your work to a professional standard. It gives you space to mature as a developer, to recognize your strengths and weaknesses, and to develop your own creative identity. Sharing this journey with the world makes your progress visible. Your audience sees where you started, how you struggled, and how you improved. They begin to trust your process and your dedication. They sense the love you are putting into the project. A long-term project reveals who you are becoming, and it shows your audience why they should care. This level of visibility builds participation, anticipation, and credibility. 1,000 small experiments cannot create anticipation. One meaningful project can. Should you start small? My honest perspective. Starting small makes sense if you only want to experiment casually or treat game dev as a hobby. There's nothing wrong with small ideas when your goal is freedom and just exploration. But if you want to be a professional, if you want to be recognized, and if you want to build a future in the gaming industry, then small games will not take you where you want to go. You need a project that demands growth, one that scares you a little, one that pushes you into a new territory. Unreal Engine is the perfect environment for this kind of growth. The learning curve is real, but so is the transformation. When things start clicking, your perspective changes completely. Systems make sense, tool becomes extensions of your ideas, and suddenly you're capable of building features you thought were impossible. The challenge of Unreal is not a barrier, it is an invitation to rise to a higher level of creation. Strategies and principles like these are the foundation of the Game Creator Accelerator Lifetime Mentorship Program. Inside, you'll learn Unreal from the ground up. You'll learn how to present your work. You'll learn how to build visibility in the most important social media for gaming. And you'll learn how to create short-term strategies to make opportunities knock at your door and long-term strategies to build your independence as a game creator. If this video sparked something inside you, even a small thought that says, I think it is time to start something bigger, that is your signal. Visit Woolen.com to learn more about our mentorship and book a time to chat with me directly. The link is in the description. And don't miss my next video where I share 5 keys to learning Unreal. Until next time, keep creating, keep sharing, and most importantly, keep dreaming big. I'll see you soon, my fellow creators.